Hey guys and gals, NL-EX-8, super stressful map, or at least I've found it to be, and a couple of people I've spoken to have found it to be very not fun. There's one light, you get no night seals, placement is mega important because we have these enemies, and we also have this nasty bloke, so I have a super niche squad and I'm sorry for that, but... And I know most of you probably look at this now and go, well, you should have just brought a whole bunch of 6 stars and been done with it. You're probably right. Alright. 2 Vanguards. I am using Texas with a second skill for a reason. That's just to do a little bit of extra damage, just to speed things up a bit. Croissant skill 1, Bison skill 2. They'll be defending from our boss, or their boss. Cora will be lane tanking. Liskarm we're using as a battery. If you're unfamiliar with the Liskarm battery, you're about to be educated. It's not a good example, but you'll be educated. Telopsis with her second skill, you could probably get away with using a different AoE healer. Breeze would probably work. I'm just using Telopsis because Telopsis is my go-to. Plus I like her second skill. Suzuro skill 2. Silence skill 2 with her drone, because we'll be using the hell out of that drone. Executor with skill 2. Why Executor and not Aostra or even Pinecone? He just does a flat ignore defense. And that's mega helpful. Chan the Holiday is going to be carrying us. And our fast redeploy. Preferably a tanky one, so grapple. Now, as I said, this is super niche and it's going to be a lot of me talking, but if it helps you out in some way, shape, or form, even if it's just food for thought, leave a sub, because that helps me out a bunch. Okay. Now remember, kids, placement is absolutely key, so gravel face down. Your best, or tankiest Vanguard facing right. Once this cell lights up, we're going to pop in Texas facing down. Texas facing down. After that, Telopsis facing down. Skills. Silence facing up. Now we're just waiting for deployment points. These guys are a pain in the ass just at the start, but what we're going to do is we're going to throw in our first tank just here, facing down. Next in, Executor facing up, and once Executor goes in, I actually have 2 there, so I'm just going to leave gravel there for a quick moment. Okay, so that's sorted, so out. And Chen is going in. Now for this explosion, you're going to want to pop your drone here. And that's going to top everybody up nicely straight away. Wait until both of these little crab spider things get onto your defender and then pop in Bison. Facing left. So, sorry, Croissant facing down, Bison facing left. Probably should have said that sooner, but that's okay. Drone here. Top them all up. Boss is coming out, so that's Texas's last skill cycle. Suzuro in, facing down. As soon as it's ready, we're going to use Bison's skill. And I'm also going to throw this drone just here. Because obviously, my 2 defenders are going to need to be topped up. What I'm actually going to do, because now I'm in a position to and I'm not panicking, I'm going to use Bison's skill right as the boss is about to attack. I mean, the boss is about to stun Bison, but you get the point. When he gets back up, that skill's going to be good. Next up, we're going to turn the torch on, and I am going to drop a fast redeploy here. What's the fast redeploy going to accomplish? The fast redeploy is going to bait attacks from these annoying casters. The other problem is that Bison's skill is up, that's why that guy's still attacking, but it's for these guys coming down here. The other thing is, I don't want the explosion in the middle of this big group. So, what's going to happen, hopefully, is they'll come down, they'll get to gravel, and they'll go, oh, I think I'll just nuke you with this explosion. So drone here, as you can see, there's another explosion going off. I think Chen killed her though. And I think that Zimmer has just about expired. Yep, so we'll pop in Korra. Korra faces back towards Suzuro, so off to the right. And as you can see, that's done what I wanted it to. Boom. Minimizes damage. So, activate Chen's skill. Get rid of those two guys that were over here. And that's also going to get the boss's health down a little bit. Get rid of this last guy. Okay. Grab it. Texas in here. Texas is just to get the boss down. That's it. So I'll fast forward through this. Now, the second phase of this is where the fun does not start. The fun just fucks off home. And what we want to do is we want to try our best to keep Texas alive as long as possible. That's it. That's the rule. We want Texas alive as long as possible. Is it going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. But if the stars align for us, Texas will stay good. And the reason for that is we just want her skill. We want to exploit that skill. So if you've got Texas Skill 2 Mastery 3, you'll probably be loving life. But I don't, so I'm not loving life. Same thing here though. We want everybody's skills at the ready, basically. So that includes Chen's. So don't use Chen's skill to burn down the boss. Unless you're planning on stopping, you know, about here. Just so she can get that skill back up and good to go. Alright. So once the boss hits its second phase, he'll start spawning blood blades all across here. One will head up the top here to Korra, and all the rest are going to come over here and try and insert themselves within him. The end goal is that Chen is going to get all of them, and Texas is going to act as a wall. That's the goal. Whether or not that works is going to depend entirely on how well we go. So what's going to happen is we'll be using the drone, Suzuro's skill, and Chen's skill in tandem. And if Texas goes down, we'll be replacing it with gravel. We won't be using Zimmer. Zimmer is our absolute last line of defense in case something goes pear-shaped. So the boss is about to start its annoying phase. So everybody's good to go. There he goes. And just be waiting for them. And whatever you do, if you have to deploy gravel, do not face her left. If you face the left, what's going to happen is Chen's going to be able to attack this cell here, and that's going to ruin your life, because we want Chen to use as few shots as possible. So, here we go. Skill, drone, skill, skill. So far, so good. As you can see, Chen's not wasting ammo on the one sword that's there. Get that drone ready again, because Suzuro's about to expire. Pop it down ahead of time. Make sure you're ready for it. And I think she's good. She looks good to me. So I'm going to leave her there. Because what I want to do, the boss is about to activate. And what we're going to do is we're going to go bang. Wait for him to swing up and then activate Bison's skill. Here come the swords again. Drone in. And you'll have to wait a little bit longer this time. And then skill. That's it. We're done. As soon as you're done with that, yank her out and pop in Liscam facing left as I have done. The reason for that is if she's facing left, she won't open up sight to this cell here. And it'll take a little bit less or a little bit more damage to kill anything that gets to her, which, as I said, if you're unfamiliar with the Liscam battery, every time she gets hit, she passes a skill point to someone in the tiles around her. That's going to help us cycle Chen's skill quicker. It's not going to help us cycle Chen's skill a lot better, but it'll help us cycle it. So, I'm going to put the drone here. And that's going to be the last drone I offer everybody down here. After that, they're on the healers. So, after that drone goes away, I'm going to use Philopsis' skill. And the next drone's going up the top here. Okay, I'm worried about Korra. Shield. As soon as Chen gets that skill done, it's going again. We're not even risking it. It goes again. Now we can put a drone down here because her shield is active. Keep everybody topped up. I can't stress this enough. Once this second bloke enters, go to town with Executor. Keep an eye on Telopsis. Her skill's about to expire. Don't wait until it expires. Korra shield's out. Drone. Bison skill. Bison affects the target next to her with the skill, so make sure you're on top of that. Again, Korra still needs help. Keep that drone up there. This is the last enemy. Korra's skill again. Don't even give this guy a chance. Unfortunately, I have to leave Liscam. Because if I don't leave Liscam before that guy dies, Silence is going to get hammered. He's dead. Out. Leave Executor in there, because otherwise Korra will die. Okay. Wow. Texas back in. Drone back over here. Let's keep going. At this point in time, I'm not too fussed about whether Texas lives or dies. I prefer her to stay alive, but, you know, I can prefer a lot of things. Alright, Chen's good to go again. I'm gonna wait. I want to wait until these two come in. There we go. Fast forward. So from here, yes, there's only one sword coming up the top and there's two down the bottom, but unfortunately, Korra can't kill it on her own, so we have to have Executor there doing it. It's a waste of resources, and I get it. But there's not a lot we can do. Keep cycling Bison's skill, because as you can see, increases defense of allies in the adjacent tiles. That includes our good old friend here, Cross On. Drone in the corner here. Keep these guys going. Last but not least, let's get our battery back in. Now, obviously, face Liscam in towards the boss. She has range. Just let her use it. Fast forward. If you want to use executive skill, you can. It's up to you guys. From here, it is just time. That's all it is. Now, the best part about Liscam being here, assuming she doesn't die, which I am actually genuinely concerned about, is that she's going to be passing skill points onto our 2 tanks as well. So she just went down. That's not ideal, but takes us in. Travel in. Just delay. It's pretty much all it is. Just do your best to delay and keep attacking the boss. Just use Chen as best you can. So that's it, boss is down, kill the last of the swords, and you're good. Huzzah! So, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you very much. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits. Good luck.